What's up, guys? In this last section here on getting this 250 size class Hobbbypower quadcopter up and going is we're going to put LibrePilot onto the CC3D flight controller, and I'm going to show you very quickly how easy that is. We're not going to go through setting up our transmitters or anything like that. We're just going to focus on getting the LibrePilot flashed onto our CC3D in this video. So, first off, we need to grab our USB. There we go. Once it's plugged in, we're going to see a flashing light. Then we're going to go into vehicle setup wizard, and we need to make sure that our props are removed. Make sure you don't have any props installed at all on your quad. And we're going over to erase all settings and upgrade. Alright, once the board has updated, and press next to continue, and you can see board identification has already identified our board here. Aside from the white PCB, this is the white PCB right here, but it's still the same thing. It's going to reboot, so keep in mind, it's going to disconnect and reconnect multiple times. Alright, right here we have multiple selections. PWM, which is what we have. We have one cable per channel, but you have PPM, which is one cable per all channels. This one, that one, and that one. But we're going to do PWM. It's going to reboot again. We have a multi-rotor, but as you can see, you can do a fixed wing on this thing right here and that thing right there. But we are going to do multi-rotor. And we have an Quadcopter, but in this drop down you can see we have multiple selections, but we have an Quadcopter 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have a standard ESC selection here, 50 Hertz. We do not have that. This is really old school shit. We have rapid ESCs, 490 Hertz, right? And we have one shot. Turbo PWM ESCs, 400 Hertz. We don't have that. We have this one here, rapid ESCs. Alright, our configuration summary right here. We have a summary right there. In our stereotypical configuration here, throttle, roll, pitch, yaw, and flight mode. Now, in my previous videos, I called them out as airplane modes, but in quadcopters, this is throttle, roll, pitch, yaw, and flight mode, which is auxiliary 1. Now, this is very important that we have our quadcopter very level. So this is where we need to calculate. Alright, calculate is done. Alright, this step is really important, so we need to make sure that we have removed all our props from our motors, from our vehicles. We've done that. The vehicle is not powered by external, by any external power other than USB, so we don't have a battery connected. I'll confirm that I have read and understood instructions fully, so we have done that. So now we need to press start, connect our battery, press stop, wait for that jazz to stop, disconnect the battery. And this is the output calibration of all of our motors. This is the easy part. So we're going to press next. We're going to reconnect our battery. As you can hear, our motors made that beeping noise. And for motor number 1, which is right here, we're going to press start, and we're going to turn this output value up until we can hear the motor running stable. Hear that stuttering? That stuttering isn't running very stable, so we're going to output this value until it starts running stable, which is 1040. We're going to press start, and next. This is motor number 2. Which is right here. So 1035 is unstable. 1040 it is, so we're going to press stop. And next, motor number 2. So now motor number 3. So 1026, that's very unstable. So again, 1040, that seems to be good. Let's move this one to 1045. And mysteriously, this motor is missing because my kit came with a bad ESC. I have the heat shrink tubing removed off of this one, but unfortunately I can only get 3 of the ESCs calibrated because this one is bad. But since we have the heat shrink tubing removed, this is an Atmel Atmega 8A chip. So this is actually flashed with firmware, not 7K firmware, but it's flashed with BL Heli firmware. And you can see your transistors and your really tiny surface mount components. Your capacitor here, just take the edge off of some things, and some more surface mount components on the back. But unfortunately, 1 out of 4 of my ESCs are bad on this kit, so I cannot test this last one here. So yeah, bummer on that. So we're just going to press next, and just to show you as a reference, this is multiple different types of calibrations already set up for quadcopters. You can do many different types, current configuration, blah 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 blah. But I'll also show you that there is actually a quadcopter that looks very similar to ours, the Emax Nighthawk. look at that. That is our frame we have built. It's got the CC3D flight controller, but obviously it's got different motors. But that is our frame. So in this part of it, you can just go through here and you can select your different type of configuration, but make sure that you go through the size here, 250, weight, 514 grams, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so you have multiple selections of your initial tuning here, and then you have the option to save configuration, which we're going to do that. It's going to do a reboot of everything, and this is where I'm going to stop. We're not going to do the transmitter setup wizard here in this video, but you get the good idea of how to actually get LibrePilot on your quadcopter and get it up and going. So we're going to click finish there. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it,